part of Darren and I's components is mental aspects and mindset. I think this is a really important topic to cover because I think having the right mindset can lead to a lot of really good important decisions, both obviously in life and within the fire service. Whether that's your career, kind of long-term goals, or short-term goals, you know, on the fire scene or at an emergency scene of any sort. So when you guys think of mindset, are there any things like, I know it's kind of a buzzword, but anything that kind of pops up definition-wise for mindset? What would you guys think? Just throw out some words.
Positivity.
Motivation, positivity, yeah, absolutely. So those all play into it, and we'll talk about both of those actually. So basically it's just your outlook, right? So the outlook going forward, and that outlook shapes decisions. So we're just going to talk about a couple of these aspects today. Darren hit a lot on the theoretical stuff. I'm going to hit a little bit more on how we can develop a mindset and actually apply that to our decisions that are directly made on the fire ground or in an emergency situation. I have a couple videos as well. So just understanding mindset and how it works. Basically there's two avenues, the fixed and the growth mindset. And these are defined from this woman, Carol Dweck. She has a podcast on the art of manliness that kind of dives a little deeper into this subject. For this leadership under fire class, we were given a pretty long list of reading materials, podcasts, and they were drawn from all sorts of all different areas. So business, psychology, fire service, the military. So just kind of a nice broad spectrum of insights. And so this was one of them. So that podcast is actually, it's pretty interesting podcast. The woman's voice is absolutely one of the most annoying voices you'll ever hear. But this is kind of the dumbed down version that I'm going to show on YouTube. Fixed mindset is kind of those people who are closed-minded, kind of what Darren alluded to. They believe that their basic qualities, their intelligence or talents are simply fixed traits. They spend time documenting their intelligence or talent instead of developing them. They also believe that talent alone creates success without effort. So these are the people that say, you know what, I'm a mediocre medic, and that's just how I'm going to be for the rest of my career. You know, they're self-reflective enough to say, you know, I'm not the best, I'm mediocre, but that's what God gave me, and that's what I'm going to have to deal with the rest of my career. They're not going to put themselves out there and make the necessary steps to improve. Okay. Now the growth mindset, that's what we want. That's kind of the innovative thinker. They believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent are just the starting point. This view creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. So that's what we want to foster, that kind of outlook within our department, across all ranks. I'm going to show you this video that just kind of further dives into this subject. It'll hopefully clarify.
Daniel here from Next Level Live. You know, I've always found it interesting how some people seem to succeed despite very difficult circumstances, and then some people don't, even when they seem to have everything going for them from an early age. There's been a lot of theories thrown around as to why that is, but I've never really felt satisfied with the answers. Probably because there is no simple answer. So what really makes people successful? If it's not their upbringing, and it's not their education or economic background, then what is it? Well, like I said, there's not going to be a simple, singular answer that this one video can cover because there's a lot of factors that go into it. But I believe that one of the big factors behind why people either succeed or don't succeed is their mindset. In essence, your attitude determines your altitude. And with that in mind, today I'm going to be covering Carol Dweck's theory on growth versus fixed mindsets. I'm going to be talking about what they are, how they're different, as well as how much of a difference having a growth mindset can have on your life. I'm also going to be talking about how to change to a growth mindset if you're currently in a fixed mindset. Let's get started. So the basic difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset is that a fixed mindset assumes that our character, intelligence, and creative abilities are static. Whether good or bad, they're all seen as just a given. You either got it or you don't. So basically, we can't change in any meaningful way.
Come on.
This is the first time it's 7.
Accept reality.
Don't worry, have a still podcast.
Not JP. Bad boy did that motherfucker on the table. He goes down the train with that bitch.
Recording over there, Darren?
Still recording.
Can we edit that?
Rewind a little bit.
We'll just